Charlotte's #1 for plays in hip-hop and R&B. Power 98.
It hits stores November 23rd.
Okay, 23rd.
Any features on the album?
Yeah, I work myself. Well, I'm not featured. Eminem, you know, Eminem's on the actual album. I work with Neo, the Baby by Me joint, and I did a joint with R. Kelly. Okay. And I work with this group called Black Magic. You know, it's a new group, so I think they're gonna get into it. I'll be back later to explain it.
Okay.
My question about the music: what's your thought process when you actually go in the studio and make a record?
Well, I'll come up with the actual concept of the album, and then develop songs that make sense to the actual concept, the initial concept. Like that's why Curtis was the third album and came before I self-destruct, because I'm Curtis the third. My grandfather's Curtis Sr., his firstborn is Curtis Jr., and I'm his first grandchild. And my mom named me after my grandfather, so I named my third album Curtis. You know, and then it was lighter, like the lighthearted version. For me, the Curtis project had to be human, so it had to have like joy, it had to have, you know, the aggression, anger, it had to have love, the sexuality, this and AO technology. Those different things, huh? Because you got them lips glowing over there.
This is a little lip glass.
Yeah, the lip glass. That is that is sometimes the lip gloss when it's put on properly, it becomes a little.
What?
It does become a little sexually suggestive. It does. It makes. I mean, it makes. Well, it makes me do it. Maybe I'm jacked up a little bit. But my imagination is more vivid than life. I ain't got to touch it to feel it. I ain't got to be close enough to it to smell it, to enjoy it. I can just look.
So the before I self-destruct theme, what's the overall theme and feeling of this album?
Well, it's a lot darker than the Curtis album. It's harder. It's almost a prequel to Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, okay.
You know, so the most Baby by Me is the lightheartedest record on the entire album. It's the light. I started light. The way I did on Get Rich or Die Trying, but in the club. In the club, every day someone's birthday is the celebration of life. You know, so the song becomes relevant all over again.
So we putting the 2 quarters back on this, because
yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying, when you dropped them 2 quarters at the beginning, I said it's on, baby. The 2 quarters, that make it official.
So have you ever asked that question, Baby by Me, in that song?
Have I ever asked that question? Well, have Baby by Me be a millionaire? No, I haven't asked that. I actually would like to ask that question before you have a baby, right? From a male perspective. Before she tell you, nah, I'm having it. You're like, wait a minute, this is something we need to do this together. We have to make this decision together, baby.
Funny.
We gotta go to the phone line, baby.
How you doing?
They got me calling all the way from New York.
From New York?
Yeah, you tweeted and I said, let me call Power 98.
That's what it do, baby.
Okay. Sissy, I love you so much. I had fun with you the other day when you was in the Zoom chat room.
Where?
When you was on the Tiny Chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was in the room, so much respect. I'm going to cop the album, of course. New York love you.
That's when I was shooting the cover of Double XL.
Yes, with Rose, I think.
Yeah, Rosa Costa and Tammy Torres. Yeah. Hey man, you're breaking up in here, man. I'm sorry, baby. They knocked over my sign, man. You know, they put these things up to make me feel important before I come here. I know they took it down as soon as I leave. We don't have to do this, people. We don't have to do this to me anymore. I'm a grown man now. Like I used to need these things, you know. Nah, they set the room up for me nice and neat, and I come in and I feel like, you know, I just belong at Power 98.
You feel warm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they loosen me up.
He's welcome all the way, because if he got a fan calling from New York, you know he's loved.
Yes,
right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, Cynthia, how you doing?
How you doing, baby?
Girl, I know how you feel.
I just want to say, hey, I love you. You're a fan of mine. I mean, you're just phenomenal. You're going to be at work.
Thank you. And I am a fan of yours, too. She said, you're a fan of mine. Thanks for, you got the lip gloss, too?
Yeah.
Oh, We finna be doing a commercial for Mac. You know what I mean?
I bet it.
50, is that really you on your Twitter? Because you know how celebs make
Yeah,
Twitter and they don't really
he put
tweet.
it up. Like, I don't necessarily be typing all the time because they do it a little bit. I think it becomes addictive.
It is.
They're like, because they're utilizing their personal communication devices, like you would call your girlfriend, your wife, or your loved ones on the same thing that you actually twittering on. I think people forget that they're making a public statement when they're doing it, and they'll say something that you would say privately to all of the people following them on Twitter.
Exactly.
You know?
You really are living your life out loud.
Right.
Well, Hope Hall, she just emailed. She said, can you ask 50 about his reality show? Is it coming back on? And also, is he signing any new artists and doing any more movies?
No, that reality show won't be coming back on. I enjoyed doing it because I had this little thing in my ear, like a bug in my ear, and I was like, oh, I didn't even got to remember this. So what am I saying next? You know, I'm sitting there doing that, and it was easy for me to actually to do the show, but I'd rather produce shows that had a different storyline or different theme to it. You know?
Do you respect Jay-Z?
I respect his actual, the things he's done in business is great. You know, the same with Puffy. Puffy is the biggest one, man. Puffy's ill. He don't even have a song.
I know.
He don't even have a song. Like, you don't even have to have a record. It's like, it's Diddy, baby. Dirty money.